Hello everyone, this is Greg. Welcome back to Geek Cheese. Welcome back to our look at the Winter League Challenge teams, part of Cheese League Baseball here at Geek Cheese. This is our last team that we're going to be looking at. Of course, Winter League has 8 teams. The Provolone Pandas are the final team. Of course, sponsored by Provolone. Thank you so much to the Big Cheese for sponsoring all of our Cheese League teams in the Winter League. We're going to take a look at the logo, take a look at the uniform, take a look at the fall lineup, take a look at the roster here for the Provolone Pandas. Thing to get off, right off the bat is that they're a power hitting team, registered as a power hitting team. Power hitting, yes, pound for pound, probably the most power hitters. Pretty good bullpen too. And we're going to dig into that a little bit. But first, let's take a look at the Pandas logo and uniform. I like the panda. I think that's a new addition here in Cheese League Baseball. In Super Mega Baseball 3, the panda. So definitely really cool. Wanted to have a team that had that panda, and I actually really like the that design in the background. So I wanted to incorporate that in some capacity, and this just came together. The sun there with the pandas, I think that looks really cool. Pandas, and of course Provolone is predominantly showcased there. Little P with the panda as well. And there is the panda moniker and the badge right there. This team does kind of have almost like a Toronto Blue Jays feel to me, especially with the typeface and everything. Yeah, kind of a Toronto Blue Jays feel, I would say, in terms of the way the way everything looks for them. But yeah, Provolone Pandas. Definitely like their away jerseys. The way that looks, like the blues, like the blue and gold, kind of sharp looking. Pandas will be playing at Socorro Hills, so that is something to keep in mind. I don't recall if we played the Socorro Hills in the regular Cheese League. We may have. Pretty sure we actually did. Forget who actually played there. So that was a long time ago, it feels like, but it was probably just like a month ago. So that's where they're going to be playing. So let's take a look now at the Pandas default lineup. Of course, we play with the DH on here in Winter League Baseball. Right up top, we have Frigate as your A- rated first baseman, leadoff hitter for these Pandas. High on the power number, above average on contact, average on speed, very good in fielding, pretty terrible arm. Power versus righties activated, and also utility activated, just because he can play both infield and outfield. So Ras Frigate, A- right up front for the Pandas, pretty darn good player. So yeah, that's right up front. Again, this is a power hitting team. They're registered as power hitters. So we're going to see lots and lots of power numbers here. And case in point, Quintana the third, Shimmy Quintana the third, actually. Very, very high on power. Exceptionally high on power. Holy cow. This is your starting right fielder. Pretty, for one of the corner outfielders that we've seen, especially right fielders here in Winter League. Definitely like a maybe mid-range above average arm out of the outfield. So and same thing with fielding, maybe even a little bit below average on fielding, but above average on speed, below average on contact, but just very, very big on power. So when she does make contact, that ball is going to go a long way. And power versus lefties is activated here for your B-rated right fielder and number 2 hitter for the Pandas. This is one of my favorite players. I'm not biased. I don't have a team yet that I'm kind of rooting for, and I will reserve that to myself because I can't be biased in any of this. But Linda Lumber is one of my favorite names in all of Winter League Baseball, and all of Cheese League Baseball, and in all of Super Mega Baseball 3. Linda Lumber, just whatever algorithm put that together, is absolutely amazing. The funny part about Linda Lumber is that she isn't really a power hitter, and you would expect that out of Linda Lumber. but this is your starting center fielder. Is a very, very good contact hitter, above average speed, maybe below average fielding, above average arm. Is a B-rated player here for the Provolone Pandas. This is your number 3 hitter, so good contact hitter out of that number 3 spot. No secondary position, which is quite interesting here for Linda Lumber. What a great, great name. Exceptional name. That's just a baseball name. Linda Lumber. That is a baseball name. Love it. Emmy Corker, this is your cleanup hitter as we move to the middle lineup. Definitely a power hitter. Your traditional cleanup hitter, power hitter, DH, Edgar Martinez style DH, power, contact, big, maybe above average on speed. Very, very good fielder as a primary position is center field, so might see Linda Lumber and Corker kind of platoon back and forth, maybe a little bit. So I would expect that to happen. Power versus lefties. Also activated A- rated cleanup hitter here, Emmy Corker. Someone to keep an eye on. Again, very, very high in those power numbers. Marin, A- here for your number 5 hitter. Above average on power. I guess average on contact. Above average on speed for sure. And well above average on fielding. So this is your starting third baseman. Should be able to pick it. Should be able to fire across the diamond. Will definitely be a solid Gold Glove caliber type of third baseman. Arm is not really there, but we're looking at the big contact and power numbers there. Contact versus righties and high pitch, of course, activated for this A- rated player. I'm honestly looking at these numbers, with the exception of speed and fielding. That's what bumped him, Marin, up to the A level. But to me, and this is just like an outside look here, Marin is kind of a B+ rated player, maybe a B rated player, especially those contact numbers and arm numbers are down quite a bit. Rounding out the middle of the lineup, we have Everett here, B-. Definitely big on contact and speed. That is why we have B- rating. Pretty good on fielding as well, and also an arm. Pretty good arm here for one of your corner outfielders. Above average arm for Everett, your B- rated player. Now looking at the bottom third of the lineup, Elena Price. Elena Price, RBI dud, tough out, 2 trades activated, B-rated player. Pretty good on power again, though, and very, very good on fielding as your shortstop. So your starting shortstop, exceptional on fielding, very good arm, too, at your shortstop spot. So another one of those power bats, though. Again, I said Provolone Pandas are registered as a power hitter team. So seeing these power numbers, even down at the bottom of the order here with Jeanette Hamilton, B-rated starting second baseman. Power number a lot higher than contact. Speed exceptional. Fielding exceptional. So should be seeing a lot of double plays turned between Price and between Hamilton here. So that should be something fun to watch for sure. 2 good middle infielders here. Steeler also activated. Very, very good speedy second baseman here for the Provolone Pandas. Now, rounding out the end of the lineup here, we have Braylon Dia. Again, number 9 hitter. Pretty great on power. Look at this. Contact speed, not so much, but very, very good on power. Exceptional in fielding, exceptional on arm. You don't want to run on Padilla here. B- catcher, but you don't want to run on him because that arm is exceptional. It's a very, very good arm arm rating there for behind the plate here for the Pandas. We got Mendez, we got Randall, we got Harris, and Slubby, which is a great name, Slubby on the bench. And let's take a look at the full roster. And again, it's registered as a power hitting team, and you can see why. We got a lot of power numbers up here. 90, 84, 87, 90, 75 off the bench with Randall. We got Slubby here. Slubby, 59. I mean, that's not that high, but even for some of your players that aren't, they're just B-rated players, 71, 73, just above 70 at this point, just puts them in that power hitting category. they're not as, with the exception of Lumber and, you know, with Corker right up top and Theodore Everett, they are not the biggest contact hitting ball club. A lot of power versus lefty-righty traits activated. Pretty speedy. Well, maybe probably averages out to an average speedy kind of team, you know, with Marin and with Hamilton there. Yeah, I guess mid-range average on speed, but definitely relying on the long ball a little bit more here for the Pandas. And let's see what happens with them. So this is where things get interesting with the Provolone Pandas, because their rotation is not the best. Bullpen is very good though. Rotation, Bellamy right up front, four-seamer, curveball, a screwball again, and a changeup. We see a lot of screwball and a lot of forkball pitchers here in the Winter League. Pretty good on junk, 72. Composed trait activated because that accuracy is down, so might see a lot of walks, especially controlling that screwball. It's kind of tough. You might see a lot of walks out of Bellamy, but that's where composed is activated. That's really good. Brings up your accuracy number. Bender, B-rated starter at your second spot. 60 on the velocity meter, even though throws a lot of fastballs. You got your four-seamer, you got a two-seamer, you got a cutter. In terms of junk, mid-range, above average on junk, less than average on accuracy, but lefty specialist. So that's something to definitely watch out for. A lot of lefties in some of these lineups, finding out, which is really interesting. So, you know, out of a second spot for your rotation, Bender is comfortable. It's a comfortable spot. Diaz, C+ rated starter as your number 3 spot in the rotation. Four-seamer, cutter, curveball, slider, changeup. A little higher in the velocity meter than the previous two pitchers. Lower and of course on junk and accuracy, you know, kind of like a Pokemana, yeah, kind of out of from the Steamrollers. C+ rated pitcher, number 3 starter, or number 3 starter. But you never know. Pokemana was pretty good in some situations. So you know, just eat up innings and then get to your bullpen, which we will get to. And then finally, long man, but also like 4th starter here is Lushley. And very, very good on the junk meter, 96 on the junk meter. And that's good because we're seeing a lot of junk out of that arsenal from Lushley. So we see curveball, we see slider, we see changeup. That's very good. Also pretty good in the accuracy meter, up above mid-range. Not so much on velocity, but junk is what you're going to be focusing on with that B+ rated starter. This is where the Pandas really, really improve their whole entire pitching staff. It's the bullpen. Bullpen, we have Idle and we have McGillis. Idle, McGillis, both A- rated pitchers. Idle, of course, as the reliever and the lefty reliever out of the bullpen. Look at those numbers, 77, 79, 57, velocity, junk, and accuracy, respectively. I mean, even look at Benson with B+ rated, 70, 58, 75. Those are exceptional numbers, too. Add as a B+ rated reliever out of this pen. McIntosh, B-, composed there, activated again because the accuracy number's low. Composed here for McGillis, which is interesting because accuracy meter's quite high. Velocity, the fastest pitcher that you have. And that's good because only 2 pitches in that arsenal. It's the four-seamer and it's the slider out of that closing spot. So key takeaways for the Provolone Pandas is that you got lots and lots of power. You want to try to hit lots of homers or hit lots of extra base hits. Get some people on base, especially get those speedy people on base. We have Marin and Hamilton. Get those speedy people on base, maybe manufacture some runs there. Look for lots of extra base hits, or just to overpower and just hit home runs right off the bat. You could also just do that. That's a strategy. Your starters will keep you in it. Your bullpen will close it out. It's actually kind of similar to not the Manchego Mallards, similar to some of the other teams that we've seen. Some of the other teams that have been pretty solid with their bullpens and with their strategies. So I think that's what you're going to see out of the Pandas. Yeah, Pandas are looking like a pretty competitive team for sure. Again, I say they're registered as power hitters. I don't think they're the biggest power hitting team by any stretch of the imagination in the Winter League. Even though they're registered as that, I don't see them as being super overwhelming in the power area. For sure, the Mallards, for sure, the Boomerangs, I think, maybe even the Great Apes. I think some of these teams have bigger power hitters in their lineups. So here is a look at the cards. So you can take a look at all of your favorite players. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Take a look at your favorite players here. I know I'm covering up McGillis here in the corner. I apologize for that, but it's just the nature of me recording this video. God, looks like a panda. Look at his eye black is like all around his eyes. Lee Randall off the bench. Yeah, this is a look at your Provolone Pandas, the final team here in the Winter League Challenge. Let's go back to the team visuals section. So, maybe a Pandas fan. It's up to you. Have 8 teams to choose from here in the Winter League Challenge. So Provolone Pandas are the final team. Be sure to go back and check out a breakdown of all the teams that we have to really make your decision. Pick a team, stick with that team. That's what you got to do all year long. That's what I did all year long with my favorite team in the Cheese League. And yeah, you got to pick a team and stick with it, no matter the outcome. I think the Pandas are going to be pretty good. I think the Bullpen's going to be pretty darn good for them. And again, a lot of power hitters in that lineup. If hitting a lot of home runs is a strategy, sure, but you have to have the pitching to back it up. Don't think they have the starting rotation to back it up. I think they have the bullpen to back it up. So something to just keep in mind for everyone. All right, so that is it for me. That is it for a breakdown of all of the teams in the Winter League. Of course, Winter League will start in mid-December, so keep an eye on our Twitter feed at geek_cheese for that. Of course, follow us here on YouTube. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Check out all the videos that we have in Cheese League Baseball. The whole entire 2020 season is up there. Check it out. Lots of fun. Even if you skip through some of the videos, watch the playoffs, it's still lots of fun. I had lots of fun putting it together for y'all. And sure to check us out on our second channel, twitch.tv/geekcheese. That is it for me. We will see you with winter opening day, which is weird to say. Winter opening day, mid-December. Stay tuned for that, and we will see you then. Thank you so much, and talk to you soon. Bye.